Next question.
I have two questions. She's been diagnosed with Addison's disease, and they told her that her adrenal glands
Her adrenal gland.
Right, is the reason why it's like that.
It sits on top of the kidneys.
Right, and also she only has 1% steroids in her body. What can
1% what?
Steroids. What can she do?
Well, she have to get the same treatment I've been affording all day, all evening. The cleansing and the rebuilding of the cells, plus giving her a lot of calcium and magnesium, phosphate. She could do a lot. Okay. But that is a consultation.
Oh, okay.
You tell the sister at the desk in front.
I'm not done yet. I'm confused. Are you saying that potatoes and carrots and all that stuff is bad, also golden seal?
They were made.
They were man-made?
Yes.
But they came out the ground, like you said before.
That is exactly what I told Miss Holloman. Why do you want to reject the carrot juice and the beet juice when they come out of the ground? You see, you and I went to school. Well, I didn't go to school, but you did. And my children, most of them did. But when you come home from school, all you come with is A, B, C, and 1, 2, 3. Then when you grow to be a grown person, then they give you philosophy. But never in the curriculum they showed you life. So how would you know what life made from what man made? You have no defense.
So
you don't know.
What's the difference between burdock and...
A burdock plant has 102 minerals. A plant that man made could not have 102 minerals because God made everything complete. Man, with a laboratory, he cannot titrate those minerals. So what is the difference? What God made is electrical, and what man made, not so. You're still bewildered because they didn't teach you that. They didn't prepare you in school, but they didn't prepare us in school for that. How would you know that? How will we know that now? How will we know that a mule was made through what? Crossbreeding. A horse and a jackass. But if God wanted mules to be here, he would have made mules, right? The same as the carrot. Next question. Talk in the mic because it's marked. Yes.
I just wanted to know what alternative what alternative is there to the soy?
The brother is asking about protein and soy. You know, there's so many ways I could answer that question. I could begin by saying that God did not make anything with starch. I could also say that George Washington Carver made plastic using soybean. So in other words, you give me something that is nutritious from which you could derive plastics from. There is a contradiction, isn't it? Furthermore, soybean was made in England by a white man priest by the name of Mendelin. God did not make soybeans. The fourth, soybean has nitrogen. Loaded with nitrogen. Isn't it a fact that when you plant a crop, you put soybean to replenish the nitrogen that the soil needs for the next crop? The answer is yes. But my human body has no place for nitrogen. It is a gas that would have killed my cells. Eat them up. Soy, the next is protein. Protein, I remember having to face a physician in Washington, D.C. You know, I'm the only herbalist that periodically I have to face the courts, the physicians, all these specialists. So there's a little girl with sickle cell anemia that was cured, and the doctor didn't want to accept it, and he was going through my dietary consideration, my dietary program. Dr. Steinberg at the pediatric hospital in Washington, D.C. said, well, Dr. Sebi, in looking at your dietary program for Achilles trout, you omitted protein. I said, yes, ma'am. Unless Dr. Sebi thinks that protein is an unnecessary food. I said, ma'am, the word protein is not an African word, and I'm an African. I don't even care about the word protein, because my ancestors came out of the jungles of Africa, and they were stronger than anybody else on the planet, and they didn't have anything that represented protein in the diet.